Hi, welcome to Pilates Body's Pelvic Lumbar Stabilization Program. These are some exercises that you can do at home if your lower back and in through your hip are bothering you at all. Very simple. So we're going to start laying on your backs with your arms at your side, knees bent, knees, ankles, toes all the way together. And Lillian is joining us today. So Lillian's going to bring her hands to her hip bones just so she could be aware of her pelvis. It's lying in its flat position, and she's going to begin by letting the right knee fall gently out to the right side, and then bringing that right knee back up to the center, and then she'll alternate. Inhale as she lets the left knee fall out, and exhale as she pulls the knee back up to center. So as she does these slight rotations in her hip, she's going to think of opposition on the opposite side of her pelvis. So as her left knee goes out, she's going to think about drawing her right hip down and towards the mat, stopping when the right hip rotates up. So there's no change in the pelvis or in the lower back, and you're really zipping up and squeezing those deep pelvic lumbar muscles to keep the pelvis and the low back super steady. And back up to the center and pausing here. You would do 10 on each side. Again, finding that nice neutral pelvis, drawing the navel in towards the spine. We're going to go into baby toe taps. So let's begin lifting the right leg just to a hover, 1 to 2 inches, and then setting it down, and then alternating to the opposite side. So our breath will be inhale to place the leg down, and exhale to just gently float the leg. So our natural compensation and tendency here will be to arc the back as the weight of the leg hovers. So you're going to draw in deep with your abdominals and the pelvic floor muscles just before you begin to lift that leg as you exhale so that there's no change in your pelvis and your back. The higher you lift your leg, the easier the exercise. The more you barely hover the foot, the harder the exercise. And pausing here, Lillian. And now we're going to move into our third and final exercise, stretching one leg all the way out. Very good. And then moving into leg slides here. So we're going to slide one leg out, and then we're going to slide it back in. And we're going to stay on that side. Good. And just stop when you find the edge of the mat there is fine. So it doesn't have to go all the way out, and it doesn't have to come all the way in. So our natural tendency here will be to hike that working leg hip up as you pull the knee in. So you're thinking of opposition. So I'm thinking of pressing that working leg hip away as I draw the working leg thigh towards me, and keeping the opposite hip nice and steady so it's not rotating. So maybe just one more. And very good. And all the way in. Nice. And we're done. And these exercises can also be done laying on your side. If you're having any pain, discontinue immediately. Thank you.